Meanwhile, oh, everybody's joining up. Do we have everybody? We have everybody. We are ready to go. First countdown on and done. Kickoff going to go hard into the orange end. That one looked to be almost in the net. Good clear out into the corner by C-Bob. Icon keeping that ball in. Jinx trying to get it back out. A bump on the defensive end as well. That a clean beat by Jinx. My goodness. Coming seemingly out of nowhere hot out of the starting gates is the Tundra. And Jinx going to score that one right off the rip. 15 seconds into this game, coming off that back corner. Not having much possession. He makes the most of the transition. And game one going in favor. Sorry, the first goal going in favor of the Tundra. This one recentered though. And Edwin going to put that one off the bar. Very, very close. Snip can't quite get through the defense, but the recoil coming in for the Dolphins, who are going to be in blue, Tundra in orange. Jinx goes up and over Bob with another touch. Is it enough? It is! And Bob with the clean shot in the upper 90, picking that top right corner. And that's going to give him the 2-goal lead here, just 39 seconds in. And it seems that the storyline has flipped itself on its head. Tundra coming out looking strong early. And we'll see if they can keep it up here. Possession been heavily in this orange end, but we'll see if that continues. That's a good shot. Bob with the great save. Going to push that off to the left corner. This one going up and over. T-Man going to follow up on this one. 50'd though by Snip. Not going to get it past the defenders. Jinx, good backboard play. Going to get that one cleared out to mid. We'll see if the Dolphins can come back here or if the possession going to stay with the Tundra. It looks like it will. Snip going to push it out to mid. Bob not going to be able to get there before Edwin as they push this one back into that orange end. That shot coming on Icon with the perfect placement in that top left corner. Going to bring this back to a 1-goal game. Snip with the fake. 2 men on that post, neither of them able to get there. But that a perfect placement through a couple of defenders, giving them some life here. Getting the first goal. The monkey off their backs in this series. They're right back in it. Jinx gets blocked by his own man. T-Man able to scramble that one out to the corner. My goodness, that was closer than they would have liked. Icon not able to save it, and Bob gonna get a goal here. Not quite sure what happened defensively. It looked like they were set up properly. But no, it's not enough. Icon can't get the clear off, and we go back to a 2-goal game. As Bob gets on the board for the second time here, 2 goals in this one to bring it back to a 2-goal lead for the Tundra. And one that they'd love to have, T-Man scores his first of the game, and it's another transition play. That's seeming to be the weak point here for the Dolphins, as that's a fantastic shot again by 2 defenders on that play to put it right over both of them. And that's going to give a huge lead now. 3 goals to the Tundra. We'll see if the Dolphins can show some resilience here, come back in this game, or if it's going to have to be for game 2. Both me and Medic predicting Dolphins to win the first 2 games of this series. It's seemingly not going to happen here. And if Tundra win this game, this series gets flipped on its head, and it seems like they are once again the favorites, even without Mar, which would be huge for them, even as a team. A good demo, Edwin. He has some open space. A great bump. Good read on the other end by Icon. Staying in front of the play after the demo, knowing the respawn was coming, able to take Bob out of it again. And Edwin sneaks it through. 2.5 minutes left on that clock. Not even halfway through this game yet. 6 goals already between these 2 teams. And a 2-goal difference as the Tundra lead 4-2. Dolphins scoring that last goal, though, and it seems like most of the goals coming in this series have been transition. This one, though, could not be. Great pass by Snip. Finds Edwin on the doorstep And the Dolphins find 2 in a row. Edwin going off the crossbar snip, possibly looking for the shot. It ends up being a great pass, putting it right on the hood of Edwin. And that going to find its way through. 10 shots in this game, 7 goals as well. Huge numbers, but a huge play there from the Dolphins. This series, very high scoring. Well, this game, at least, very high scoring. 3 minutes in, not... 7 goals already. Could be 8 here on this play. 50 through by Jinx. And that one going to make it 8 in the first 3 minutes. And the 2-goal lead reestablished here for Tundra as Jinx able to get that through. 2 goals, 2 assists for him on this game. 2 shots as well. Perfect 100% shooting percentage. Been heavily involved on that offense. And has looked real good so far. Shot 7-5 in favor of the Tundra. And that's going to be a stolen double tap by T-Man. But his angle on this was also pretty nasty. If Bob doesn't get this, he comes off the backboard. T-Man with the redirect as well. How do you stop that from any angle? That one of the cleanest goals I have seen in a long, long time. And a 3-goal lead back in action here for the Tundra. Held it once before at the 4-1 scoreline. Before 2 goals came from the Dolphins, and then 2 goals came back. Icon looking for the double tap himself. Edwin open. Can't get the turn on it in time. Defense scrambling to get back. Now T-Man misses his touch, though. Gives them time to rebound. Set up on the defensive end. They can't quite get the clear, but Edwin is there to give the tap over. Can't hit the double. Nobody back here. A little bit of double commit all in that one corner, as you can see, but doesn't matter. Edwin just says, hey, don't need positioning if I can do it all myself. Off the wall, finds that near post. And that very clean from him, but mostly a defensive error there, sadly, from the Tundra. Going to give that goal back. 80 seconds on that clock. Doing the math. Dolphins need to score once every 40 seconds to take this one to a 6-6 overtime. If they decide to. Usually when you score 4 goals in a game, you expect to win, but this is not the case for this one, as Icon finds a way through. Whew, I am already worn out from game 1. So many goals. Icon wide open. The rotation on defense not there from the Tundra, and that going to bring it back to a 1-goal game ahead of schedule for him. 62 seconds on that clock instead of 40. And they're making it work here. Edwin gets beat, though. Do they have the defense to stop this attack? It looks like they do. Edwin coming off the wall. Powers that back out. T-Man is there. He sends this one deep, looking for a double here. Good touch by Icon. Brings it over to the wall. Jinx sends it down. Bob can't connect on the shot. This one a great pass in from Jinx, though. Edwin going to be there to clear it back out. Icon with another touch. Fools the defense. Can he get another touch? No. Going to keep possession. Looks to get it back out to a teammate. The pinch is there. And it's unpredictable enough. This one bounces in front of his net, but Snip makes it look calculated. Goes up the back wall. Gets the clear out for now. 10 seconds on that clock. One last chance for the Dolphins to claim game 1 in a game that they were down early. Can they bring it back? That's a good save. Can they keep it off the ground? They do. Into the corner. Jinx there. Pops this one up. Snip trying to find a teammate. Edwin keeping it up. Icon sends it back into the corner. Can they get it out front? They get it close. The shot is on and Snip scores. His first goal of the game comes in a crucial moment, and the Dolphins tie it up at 6-6. Here in game 1, you could not ask for a better comeback story from this squad. Ties it up at 6s. We're going to have a 13-goal game in game 1. Don't expect that to happen again. Dolphins looking to end it quick. The miss is there. Edwin scores 6 seconds into overtime, and it's over. The Dolphins take the comeback W. 7-6 in overtime. I have no words. There is no way that they made that work. The Tundra were the more consistent team in that game, but who piled it on late? There was more time. The ball was up in the air at 0 seconds than there was in that overtime, which is crazy. The Dolphins shooting percentage as well, 7 goals on 9 shots. That shooting percentage is insane. Tundra with 6 on 11 as well, also over 50%. The defense holding just strong enough for the Dolphins to edge out here. 4 saves to the 1 for the Tundra. Whew. Oh, baby, do we ever have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. Coming into game 2, I do not know what to expect from this series, but we will find out as it happens in real time. This one back out in front. Well, I can tell you what to expect, and that's not another 13-goal affair, but we'll see if these teams can put on another offensive show or whether they will get things under control on the defensive end of things. That a close shot right off the rip. 20 seconds in, first possession. T-Man going to take it the other way. The transition game, we saw that come into play early for the Tundra. Ended up being shut down in the latter half of that game pretty well, but we'll see if they can continue to do it here. As 40 seconds elapse off that clock. I think probably the longest time we've had in this series without a goal as of right now. This one finds its way into the midfield. Jinx sends this one down. Icon trying to dribble his way out. Gets absolutely read by Bob. Shoots that one on. Snip forced to make the save. Touch. Woo! Edwin ends up reading that. Gets the clear just due to pure unpredictability. But the play coming in from Tundra. Can they make it work? The whiff comes in from Jinx. It looked almost calculated, but not quite enough. As C-Bob sends this one off to T-Man. Snip almost with a misplay in front. Almost allows T-Man to get there. C-Bob fires it off the bar, though. And a minute and a half go by without a goal. So it seems like things have settled down here. Teams have found a little more of their stride and are playing normal Rocket League for whatever that's worth. Edwin can't get there, but Icon has the backup. Good communication on that play. Edwin gonna fire this one down. T-Man is gonna be waiting there. Snip on. T-Man decides to take it up the wall. Probably the smart choice. Keeps it away from Snip. Gets it by another, but Icon can't get that shot on. And giveaway was there from T-Man, but Icon could not quite find a lane through to get the shot on target. Jinx looking for the pass. Can't get another touch. This one's still in the corner. Icon fires it down, but it's just wide on what would have been a great transition opportunity had he connected with the back of the net. And halfway through this game, we find ourselves in a 0-0 deadlock, which is not the way things went at all in Game 1. Much more solid Rocket League in terms of defense coming in this game, but also the shots not really there. 4-1 in favor of the Tundra, as both teams seem to have shifted their play style just a little bit. As we hit that 3-minute mark without a goal. Edwin carries it over to T-Man is there. Can he get the shot to go? Gonna go off the backboard. Tries to get a pass down. This one's gonna be cleared out by Edwin. Can he get another touch? He has the opportunity to in the corner. Snip with another one. Good catch by Bob. Finds Jinx, pops it up. Jinx looking for maybe the double tap, but Edwin gonna get that read nicely. Beats T-Man to that one as well, but not gonna get past midfield. Possession still in the blue end here. Snip sends it down, looking for the shot, can't quite find it. Edwin has an opportunity for the double tap, well read by T-Man off the backboard. He's going to get another one, pop it up. Does he have teammate support? Not quite fast enough. Snip Sends it back down into the orange end. But Bob is there. Edwin collapses on that play. Keeps it in the orange zone. Icon with the pass through, but T-Man stops it on the wall. 1 minute remaining. 4 minutes without a goal in this one. The exact opposite of what we saw in game 1. Defensive battle coming in game 2. The shot gonna be on, and hijinks gonna get the first goal of this one. 4 minutes and 13 seconds in. Icon just put in an awkward situation on the defensive end. After 5 shots, the Tundra find the back of the net. Dolphins still only the 1 shot on the game. Got to pick it up on the offense here in the last 45 seconds of this one in order to tie this thing up. Will we see another overtime here in game number 2 in what could not be a more opposite game than game 1? As Snip ends up landing on top of his teammate. This one going to be down in the middle. Icon going to be able to go up, send this down, and a little bit of panic setting in here for the Dolphins. Not as clean rotations, communication, not as crisp either. Jinx going to send this one out. And will we see another 0-second miracle here? We saw one in game 1, probably the best 0-second play I have ever seen in my life, but it doesn't matter. As the Tundra spike that one, and they are going to take game number 2 by a score of 1-0. Shots, only 7 in this game. That total between the two teams, 2 shots lower than either team had in that last game. The Dolphins grabbing 9 and the Tundra with their 11. And just an absolutely flipped script in this game. 20 shots in the last one, 7 in this one. 13 goals in the last one, 1 in this one. You cannot make this up. It looked like 2 completely different teams playing out there, but they ended up playing a lot the same in terms of the Tundra. They ended up coming out, getting a lot more offensive possession. They need to get more shots to get those goals, as it seems. And they did that in this game and really shut down the crosses that the Dolphins had, not allowing them to get those shots on net. And they are able to take this game. So Tundra take game 2, one that neither Medic or I had predicted. And now we are tied 1-1 in this insane series so far. Another 5 minutes reloaded on that clock for game number 3. What will we see from the Dolphins? That bump, a good sign. Creating so much space. Icon with the shot. Jinx getting a key, crucial save there. Keep this thing tied at 0 the way that they would like it to be right now. Going down early, not a place that they want to be. We'll see if they can score. They've got that possession in the blue end now. Hey, he's back. There he is.
Oh, didn't see you there. How you doing, brother?
He's made his way back. We got him, Medic. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. I was watching on the phone. You know what I'm saying? It was, Dolphins disappoint me. I underestimated how much they like to throw to make my prediction wrong.
That's true. Pretty crazy series we got so far with those first 2 games. Obviously, 13 goals in that first one. One of the craziest score lines I've ever seen.
I mean, there was no defense to be had that game from either team. It just was a slugfest the whole time.
And game 2 flipped that theory on its head. Absolutely no shots. The defense held up well. Kept that ball in the corners, and Tundra take game 2, even up the series as well. We'll see if they can continue that pressure here. That shot gonna go just wide from C-Bob, though. As we hit that 2-minute mark in this one in just a few seconds. The offense not there from either team. 1 shot apiece so far. And it looks like, Medic, we got a similar game brewing to game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you see that a lot. When you have such a high-scoring first game, teams often will try to fix their defense by not performing as Snip just embarrasses, I think it was hijinks there, and scores the first goal here.
Oh,
game
God,
3.
that was nasty.
He almost missed it, too. Just to BM further, he hits the sidewall.
You're a madman. What a play. And that's a huge lead for the Dolphins, too, being shut out in that last game. That's a huge momentum swing in their favor, and what you love to see if you are a Dolphins fan. And if you're us with our Dolphins predictions tonight.
And I've opened it up in chat too, just for everybody, so you can put your predictions out there. I know we didn't do that in the beginning, but hey, better late than never in the Tide series. So let us know what you guys think. If we're completely wrong, if the Dolphins are truly going to throw this one, or if Snip's going to keep embarrassing them and take these Dolphins to the chip.
If you got channel points, you will never get a better game to bet them on, because usually you don't get to see the teams play for 14 minutes first or thereabouts. So go ahead, do it now. And with the lead here, 2 minutes on that clock remaining, Dolphins find themselves with that 1-goal lead. The possession been basically in the midfield since that kickoff. Snip gonna send this one into the corner. Icon pops it back out. Edwin in a little bit of an awkward position. They're gonna retreat here, go back to defense. Ooh, missed touch from Icon. Bob trying to pass that one through on Icon. Finds his way out. Hijinks. Looking to collapse on that one. This one will go the length of the field. Good stop by Edwin. I don't think they knew he was there. Icon can't find the net. Hits it off the post. Tries to pass back down to Snip. Hijinks reads it. This one's straight to T-Man. Pops it up in the middle. But no aerial support there. Jinx goes for the play. Snip with the recovery. Gonna get that save and keep the 1-goal lead for the Dolphins. What a play and what a save by Snip to keep that lead. And with a minute on the clock, the Tundra find themselves in a hole, and they got to get out of it one way or another here.
Finally got some offense on here. I mean, the problem was both teams had a really good shot opportunity that they whiffed, and another one comes through there as Icon just hits it to the ceiling. So, you know, both teams look a little uncomfortable right now. Like, after that first game, they just don't want to make any mistakes, so they're not really opting to do anything courageous, I guess is the best way for it. So, especially if you're the Tundra here, and you've been on the defense the majority of this game, you need to do something different, or take a risk, or send 2 people upfield, because you got 20 seconds to score.
20 seconds. We saw that insane 0-second goal. Dolphins keeping it up for about 15 at the end of that game after the buzzer in order to tie that thing up. 1-6 in overtime.
Oh,
that shot going to be over off the bar down. Can they get there? The scrambling offense is not there. The smoke screen from the demo. And that ball will drop. Dolphins going to pull out a 1-0 victory here in game number 3 to take the 2-1 series lead. 5 total shots in this game. They seem to just be going down and down and down as these teams want to keep not making mistakes.
And that's what we call a sad Pepe moment. I mean, T-Man, he balls 3, puts it up, but just a little too much sauce on the touch, and it goes high. It was close, but where was that Tundra all game, right? Like, the Dolphins basically owned the offensive half this game. What I liked their adjustment there was they stayed on offense, but they never forced anything. Of course, their only goal comes from Snip and the fake, but they never forced anything to go through. They just took what the Tundra gave them. They recognized that the Tundra were struggling to get any good clears. They kept clearing it off their own sidewalls, so it would stay on that defensive end for them. And so they just were like, okay, we'll wait it out. We'll play smart. We'll play good rotations. And it worked. So going here into game 4, now you're on match point. Tundra, you've got to clean up those clears, right? Send somebody downfield. It can't be reliant on one guy to beat 3. It almost never works, particularly when a team like the Dolphins owns the midfield.
They have been owning that midfield for sure. One of the funnier stat lines I just came up with, 15 goals in this series, an average of 5 goals a game, which is pretty normal.
except it's got the worst point spread I've ever seen. What is that kickoff goal, Icon? Gonna score 2 seconds in. I can't even say it. As Edwin gets the kill, this one gonna go straight up off the ceiling and end up in the back of the net.
That was unfortunate. I mean, they played it right, too, from the Tundra, right? You have second man follow, and he just got there a little too early, did T-Man, so the 50 ends up going the way of the Dolphins, and they'll take that all day long.
This series is just... love to have this on stream.
I mean, I told you, though, but, you know, going into the desk, right? This, when we were talking about it, this has got to be a point for the Dolphins. They need to win this game, as you know, because they are in such a hard division that these sort of games are the ones, even though it's not an easy one, it's one you need. And another close one came through there.
You can hear me squeaking over here. It was off the post by inches. The Dolphins can't find their second of this one to give them that 2-goal lead. Are we in for another 1-goal game? What a weird turn of events this series would be if the score lines were 13 goals, 1-1-1 all the way through.
It would be something, that's for sure. I think too, like I said, both teams not really taking as many risks, but it feels like maybe the Dolphins grew into be more comfortable with this matchup, though another one goes downfield, and the Dolphins are safe from disaster by them side posts more than any defender out on this field tonight.
That demo also key on the return there to keep that ball out of the net, keep the 1-goal game in favor, of the Dolphins. As they'll look for the clear here. Edwin can't get his touch. This one going to be weak as well from Snip. Icon, the last man, wins that 50 very nicely. T-Man going to be the first to this ball, going off the ceiling. Low boost, Musty down to Bob, but that's not going to be a clean enough shot to get by. 2 minutes into this game, another 1-goal contest thus far, and again in the favor of the Dolphins. And it seems like they've been keeping quite a bit of possession as of recently, and Edwin going to find a sneaky, cheeky little way through. And 2 minutes, 5 seconds into this game, the Dolphins find themselves with a 2-goal lead.
And that's the second time that the Dolphins have found their way to the right half of that Tundra's field for Tundra's orientation and just waited. And they waited for the Tundra team on defense to make a mistake. They did, and they beat them, right? The first being Snip's fake. That one, Edwin just waits, see Bob can't touch it, and they score. And that's where the Dolphins have had the better of the Tundra in these past few games. Is just, we'll just wait you out and wait for you to make a mistake and then score. And, you know, for the Tundra, they're just making too many mistakes on the defense, and they barely have initiated any offense the past few games. And that is why we don't see that high-scoring affair from them anymore, because game one, they were firing on all cylinders. But now it's just like, well, I'm a little nervous. The series seems to be going away. I'll do what I can. And a banger downfield all but secures this game for the Dolphins.
Okay, Snip. Banger all the way down the field. Still finds that top shelf too. T-Man not playing a little bit too up close and not enough to get back on that. And to add on to your point now, Tundra being shut out for the last, 6 minutes and 57 seconds, I believe. 2:13 would bring that 7-minute mark. And they got to get back in that score column if they're going to get back into this game at all. And they just have been playing too much defense, really. They have 4 saves on 8 shots, but only 2 shots to their name in this game. That's just not enough to win it.
No, and you know, there was a discussion, particularly when Mar was known not to be in this game, whether this game would prove, right? Does this team, is this team a good team without Mar? Is he the hard carry of this Tundra team? You don't have him tonight. You're playing a roster that is good, but struggled throughout the season, right? They finally have their full roster, but they still struggled. And unfortunately, the answer right now is, yeah, Mar's a lot of this team. There are many mistakes. You know, the other question tonight was, does T-Man deserve to be a starter? Because, you know, he himself has said ever since he got transferred to this team, he should have been a starter, but hasn't. And I think the answer to that is actually yes. Even though they're not winning, he has shown to be the better of the 3 players on the field, at least in the current moment. So, Tundra, they're answering a lot of questions, and I think, unfortunately, not quite the way they want them to be answered.
Yeah, not exactly how they were expecting to come out of this series. And I mean, you can make the argument that Mar is a lot of this team. At the same time, you got to think, what would the, say, Washington Capitals be without Ovi? And the answer is not that great a hockey team. So you can have a star
without their 4-man roster, a winning team.
Okay. Don't rub it in, all right? I'm still getting over it, okay? Champs is this weekend. I'm not looking forward to it. Edwin gets the double tap off the post, and that definitely going to seal the deal now.
Yeah, and I'm impressed by the Dolphins. You know, we had heard rumors that because they have these guys, they've never lost when they had their full roster, their actual roster, and I'm impressed by what I see tonight. They still have a very, very, very hard road for playoffs, unfortunately, just by virtue of the fact the Predator division that they are in is so strong. But this was a really good showing from these boys tonight. They came out here and got it done in a 3-1, and I think going forward, they have a lot that they could fix, but they have a lot of good stuff to work with now that they got the boys out here. For the Tundra, you still looked okay, right? You took one game, you had a high-scoring first affair, but for them, I think the big thing is going to be you need to learn to play without Mar, and you need to learn how to rotate on defense. And those were two things they really struggled with tonight because we really didn't get to see their offense after game 1. It just sort of didn't exist because the Dolphins just stifled them over and over and over again.
Last 10 minutes, 47 seconds of this series, Tundra held scoreless